Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Island Cup XC series. My name is Marin and I'm here at the Jordie Lunn Bike Park to bring you the Jordie Lunn XC. We have Cody here from Broad Street Cycles, who is the course designer, and he's going to take us on the course so we can show you what to expect on race day. Broad Street Cycles is one of the sponsors for this race. They have this beautiful new location they're building out right at the clubhouse at the Jordie Lunn Park. Ride down the pump track and we're going to be in the trees just over by the sea cans, and that's where we'll start.
Are we doing the start loop?
Yeah. So we're going to follow Cody on the start loop. So it's just a shorter section of the course just to separate all the riders. And then once the start loop is finished, you'll go into the main loop that you can see on the map. Riveting stuff so far. Ooh, nice. This is cleaned up. Hey, Misha. Local Sasquatch, Misha Linehan. Teaching. It's a weird bike, Misha. Tight corner here. And right onto the bridge. And yeah, so that's the start loop. Plenty of time to jockey for position, gain some places if you need to. A little straight section here if you feel ambitious enough to pass. And now we're gonna head into the proper Jordie Park and start our first lap. Fun little double track. Very fast. This is gonna be a very fast course. If you look at the map, you'll probably see that the profile of the course is very much uphill for a good section of it and then downhill for a good section. Most of the trails here are gravity fed, meaning that it's a fairly simple climb trail up and then a descent down. Eventually there will be some more cross-country style trails where you're traversing, climbing and descending on one trail. But for now, we have a very, very, very fast course. Lots of opportunities to pass too. In the last section that we just rode, there will be tape in the middle for part of it to partition off half of the trail. And the reason for that is we'll have some riders coming from the other direction, going into essentially what we just did to finish up one lap.
Going? Might not be room for two bikes.
It's going to be like a Formula One track where there's enough room for multiple cars, but really there's only room for one unless you want to make some moves.
Past couple here.
Mandatory feature. If you see the red forks today, it's because I'm riding a new bike that I built up. Well, I could have ridden the Fire Mountain. It was time to get proper hardtail. This is no XC hardtail. This is an enduro hardtail, so still haven't fully embraced XC yet, but
We're in saving it for the Jordie.
now if you've never been here before, the Jordie Lunn Bike Park is essentially owned and operated by the city of Langford. So it's a city park similar to like one that your local municipality would have, but instead we have mountain bike trails instead of pickleball courts.
Practice your tight corner.
Cody rides a small size medium. He's making it quick through here. Caution here. We'll have a section on the road, mainly to spread out the riders in the park. We'll fast forward through this part and we'll see you back on the trails. For now, we're coming out to a new climb trail that pretty much gets us almost to the top of the network, an alternate way to climb in. This is actually the route that we hand carried all the wood for the woodwork at the very top of the park back in 2022. That was a lot of work. Shout out to the Allman family for carrying all this wood, as well as Will and Ryan for carrying the wood. If you go check out all the woodwork at the top, you'll see how much wood we're talking about. 12 foot dimensional 2x4, dimensional 2x6, and dimensional 4x8s up this hill. So Cody, what other events are going on this race weekend?
Well, there's a pump track race.
Pump track race?
Everyone should be doing that. Yeah.
Nice. Is this a Red Bull pump track?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay. Anyways, there's a pump track race going on in the weekend. Some events, some vendors hanging out. So come check it out. Broad Street Cycles is sponsoring this race, along with the Langford Bike Fest. Broad Street Cycles is actually opening a new location at the clubhouse. Doors open TBD, but they'll be there hanging out, watching everyone ride. So show them your support. Ooh, I forgot to mention, Cody's the one who designed this course. So if you have any problems with it, you can speak to him directly. If he wins, you should definitely say something.
Yeah, there's that.
So I can tell already,
Most good track.
I can tell already that it's going to be a hard course just by how long that climb is. Like you'll be riding pretty quick on the road, but you're still climbing. And then you hit the single track and you're climbing some more. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really tough. Maybe not as technical as the Harley XC, but a little bit of a different flavor of racing. Right at the fork. Trail intersection here. We're gonna go right. Sweet, so we're coming up to the summit of the last climb of the track. And this is all the wood I was talking about earlier. We're dropping into Wildcat, flowy blue trail. Well, I haven't ridden this on a hardtail, this track on a hardtail before. Definitely pops. I am glad I'm on this bike instead of the fully rigid though. Just because the bumps would have been a bit much at this speed. And the brakes wouldn't survive. I already need to replace the brake pads in that bike and I've only had it for a couple months. And these 2.6 Recon tires give a lot of cushion back to the 2.0s. Thanks for Cody for waiting up for me. Yep. I dropped my chain. But that's okay. One second. So maybe chain guide would be a good idea for this race. Or maybe just don't drop all the gears like I did. Nice, straight up onto the climb trail. So the way this course is set up, it seems like you'll want to really jockey for position at the top of every climb. So if you're maybe a little bit weaker climber, but stronger descender, you'll want to empty the gas tank before the descent just to get ahead of someone if they're a little bit slower on the climb, because passing is going to be pretty much impossible. I guess you could say it's a climber's race. Maybe. I don't know, seems like it to me.
Definitely a climber's race.
Yeah, there you go. You heard it from the road racer himself. Fun fact about Cody over here. Did a lot of road racing.
That's one fact.
Very, very fit individual.
Less fun facts.
Complains that he's not fit, but still fitter than everyone in the group. Isn't that right, Cody?
I just don't want to be.
A little bit safer, I'm going to
Some good coaching there by Coach Misha at Nolan Riding. Little flat section here, recovery or watts, depending on how you're feeling. And then we have one more punch before descent. One of the longer descents too. Probably out of the saddle for here come race day. We'll be dropping into Berm Reynolds, which the Allman family from Allman Dirt Works, who do a lot of the building and maintenance in this park, they just opened up a couple hours ago, Berm Reynolds, after doing some maintenance on it. So we'll get to sample their work here today. Sweet, drop it in. That was pretty poor. Yeah, nice. Smooth. Trying to brake, not in the fresh stuff. Oh, this is beautiful. Little inside line here over the rocks, if you know it. Doubles for speed. These rollers can catch you off guard if you're going at an awkward speed. And this corner can get scalped. We'll tape that inside line off, ride the corners like it's meant to be. Smoothing out, widen the corners for more speed. Into a chundery descent. Let's go hardtail. Oh, butter. Nice. Slowing down hard.
Careful there. This is going to be two-way track.
Two-way track here, like Cody said. Stay on the left, some tape on the inside. So we're gonna merge up here. Right close to the big jumps. They'll open up to summer once they dry out a bit. Awesome, left on the path here. This is similar to we did at the start, but there's going to be a little bit extra section.
Back on.
It'd be interesting to see what kind of bikes people pick for this race. Because it's all one on the climbing, but
Yeah.
the descending is fairly quick
Oh yeah.
and can be rough.
Definitely an XC bike.
Well, yeah, definitely
think,
XC. Hardtail, full
You could
suspension.
ride a hardtail, but full suspension, I think. They're so good now.
That's
You
true.
could ride a hardtail.
Definitely want a dropper post.
Definitely a dropper for the job.
I'm still learning the limited grip on these tires. So far, pretty good. Need to learn to trust them. It's a long lap, Cody.
Shorter ones to get going.
That is true. The start loop adds a little bit for your first lap. When you come across this bridge, you know that you are in the last straight. Take a right. And we'll come to the lap counter or the finish line, whichever lap you're on. Yep. Just like that. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the Jordie Lunn Bike Park for the XC race. It's a tough course, lots of fast sections up and down, so it's definitely going to be challenging. We'll see you there.